Good evening, everyone. It's your favorite trucker, Bruce, back with another video. So today was day 1 of 2 orientation. It's a lot of paperwork. You got to sign. It was some of the stuff you had in the envelope, which was the calm data stuff. It was 2 forms. We had us a pretty good instructor, coordinator. Her name was Christine. She was very joyful, I would say, throughout the whole process this morning. It was very entertaining because sometimes you could get into orientation, it makes you want to go to sleep. It's boring and all that. Well, not with her. It was energetic. So I got notes about the things that went on there in orientation, and I would like to share some of those with you. All the ones I jot down, and then I probably got a few moments in my head, but I'm going to go over with you. So first thing is, when we came in class or into the room, you know, she introduced herself. We already had paperwork, our truck number, our ID, our I think it's our ID number. So that was already straight for us. We had a lot of papers on the desk. It was assigned seats. Had to do the 6 foot apart down here in Florida. I think they got a mandate down here. She was telling us though that facility in Jacksonville, there was no outbreak. They never had an outbreak. All the other ones all the other facilities that they're at or they had orientation at, they had outbreaks. There was the only one that didn't have one. So that's a good thing. So yeah, we had paperwork on the desk. They give us a couple of books, you know, for hazmat. They got a hazmat test when you start going there. There's a hazmat test. You got to pass it now, but I'm gonna tell you a little secret about that in a minute. But back to the paperwork. It's gonna be paperwork for your ELD, lockout kit, your calm data stuff. There's a couple more other things too. It's just not coming to mind right now. But yeah, it was pretty cool orientation at the beginning. So first thing first, you'll have a book in front of you. It's for the hazmat test. It's not like DMV hazmat test in your local state. This is totally different. It's a way for Landstar to keep their authority on transporting hazmat material. It's multiple choice, 30 questions. Can't miss 7. Now the kicker is, if you do miss 7, she'll mark the ones that you missed and give you another chance to go back and get them correct. Luckily for me, I didn't have to go through that. All I did was miss 1, so that was that. But as a hazmat tab open book, I think you get an hour to do it. The answers are in the book. The answers are highlighted. Well, I wouldn't say the answers are highlighted, but if you read the highlighted section, the answers are within that highlighted section. For whatever question, whatever question you need an answer for is in that highlighted section. Let's see. So yeah, you pass that. Of course, you move on. When you move on, that's when you got to do the paperwork for the calm data card. There's 2 papers you got to sign. One is for the fuel. One is for where your pay will go into. Now they need a direct deposit slip so that those cards could be linked to that account. So if you want to put money, take money off that card and put it in another account that's not in their system, money will not go to that account because it's not in their system. So whatever you put down on that paper, you will have to make sure that's the right account you want. I think they gave us a little card. Yep, right here. His little card right here. I don't know if you see the info on it, but I'm quite sure you could call someone on this card to get what you need if you want to add another account on there. So once you're done with the COM data, then it's time to choose ELDs. Now, they got 3 different ones you could choose from. They have ELD Solutions. I believe that's the cheapest one. I think that's like 18 bucks or something like that. Keep Trucking is 75. And Omnitrax IVG, which is the one I have, is $625. That once you make the payments on them, it's yours forever. They're not gonna take it back from you or anything. It's completely yours. Now they said you could bring your own Keep Trucking e-logs, but the thing is, you couldn't. If you get it, one, it has to be no type of contract in a way that associates that equipment with another company. 2, if you do have, if you just got a Keep Trucking, you can't have no type of other company's information attached to that Keep Trucking. I don't know why, but that's what we was told in orientation. Now I chose the Omnitrax IVG because I already had an Omnitrax in my truck. It was the one with the tablet with the black box that sit on the dash. This, the wire harness for that is compatible with the IVG, which was cool. That means I don't have to have nobody come out and wire my Omnitrax or my Keep Trucking, whatever the case may be, because it has to be hooked up to the ECM in some way, form, or fashion. It has to be hooked up. If they also give you a chance, since a lot of people come over with their own vehicles, whether it's a 98 or 2001, blah blah blah, they have different connections that hooks up to your ECM, so you can have those ELDs connected to it. But I came from a company that used Omnitrax. The core match. I went on here and ran the test. It's going to take about 24 to 72 hours to get it fully activated. You gotta let your truck run for 20 minutes. You gotta make sure it's somehow connected to your dashboard, where it's just sitting up there in your face to a point where it could be in your hands reach and never be on the floor or anything like that. And you should be good. They will send you your password for your username and password for your device when they get a chance. I think it's we was told Wednesday before we get ours. But other than that, if you have to get yours wired, they have somebody down here that will literally come out to your truck and wire it for you. And it's a fee. I can't remember what the fee is, but luckily for me, I already had Omnitrax. I ain't got to go through that. So next, once you pick out whatever ELD you want, they have lockout kits you have to have. But this is for vans only. Flatbed, specialized. Yeah, we don't have to have them. But I went on here and chose a lockout. One of them is the Enforcer. That's the one I have. The Enforcer is one big, heavy duty kingpin lock. I mean, that sucker is heavy. That sucker is thick. So I don't know how they're gonna try to get that off if they want to take a trailer, but it is huge. I got that due to the fact that I don't want my equipment taken. So I just went on ahead and said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Let's see. That is just for vans. Vans, you'll get the lockout kit consists of a kingpin lock, a trailer lock, and you got a lock that goes over your glad hands inside it. Not glad hands. Your handles inside the truck for your tractor brake and your trailer brake valves. That way, if somebody go through all those measures right there, Landstar is not gonna fire you for any such reasons. You did everything you could. If they wanted that bad and they took it, you'll be in the clear. Landstar will not hold you accountable for something like that if they go through all those measures. I mean, it must be something really, 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 really good or bad that they want, depending on how they look at things, whether it's good for them or bad for somebody else. But they will not hold you accountable for that. You did everything in your power, try to keep that load secured, and somehow they just found the ingenious way to do it. Let's see. So next, there was a lot of stuff. So I was told to have over, well, I could tell, that'd be the last thing I say. So they have parking facilities. A few of them that was told was Fort Worth, Dallas, Laredo, is one in Pennsylvania, Florida. They got a few ones elsewhere. But if you are a BCO and you come over, you can park at any one of those facilities. The catch is you can only leave your truck and trailer there for 14 days. 14 days. On the 14th day, if it's not moved, it will be towed. Now, if you decide on the 14th day to come out and move it, you can't move to another parking spot. You have to move your vehicle out of the facility for 24 hours and then bring it back. And it starts the 14-hour day clock all over again. Same thing with your personal vehicle. You can leave your personal vehicle for 30 days in that facility. But when it comes day 31, it has to be moved off the lot it have to be moved off the lot. You got 24 hours to keep it off the lot, and then you can bring it back on the next day, and you can reset the 30-day clock all over again. They doing that is because they have so many drivers. They want to make room for other people to come in, do what they got to do, and to be able to leave, or be able to have the chance to come in, take time off, and then leave. So it's more like they're rotating in a way, but they're not. It's more like they're rotating it, but in a way, in a sense, it's a long rotating period. How about that? Let's see. Oh, I forgot. If you bring a personal vehicle, you have to register in that facility. If you bring your vehicle, your personal vehicle, on their lot and you don't register it, well, if you left it there, it probably get towed. I mean, because you didn't register there, and they probably think it's somebody else's vehicle that don't belong there, so they'll tow it. The terminals. Those terminals, facilities, they open 24/7. From 8 to 5, the gates just open. They stay open. But after 5, the gates you will need a code to get in and out of. Some of them have guards at their facilities. I don't know which ones they are. She never said, but they have guards at some of those facilities. I think Jacksonville's gonna get one soon after they renovate or rebuild the facility here. But one thing they made clear is they don't tolerate theft. So if you get caught stealing from a driver off someone's trailer out of the terminal, well, they're gonna get rid of you. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen a terminal with this many cameras up in. I'm talking about everywhere you go is a camera, except the bathroom. So I'm just giving you a warning. When you come out of orientation, you can put yourself up to get you can put yourself up to get power only. Power only is you use your truck to pull another trailer like Walmart or Sam's Club, whatever contract you signed up for, or whatever load you signed up for power only to move their trailer, you can do that. Because a lot of people, they come out of orientation, from what I've heard, they put themselves on a board to move power only, and also put themselves on the board on a list to get a trailer. I done heard they had people waiting 11 days for a trailer. They said Laredo was one of them. People waiting that long for a van trailer. I don't know about step deck. I don't know about flatbed trailers. But vans, they said that they was waiting 11 days for trailers. So you could do power only and still be on that list. The thing is, when they call you and tell you they got a trailer available, an empty trailer available for you, and you doing power only stuff, you got 24 hours to get that trailer. If you don't get that trailer in 24 hours, they give them to the next man that's on the list that have been waiting for it. So that's something to keep in mind once you come out of orientation. You know, trying to make you some money, but at the same time, you're trying to wait for that trailer. You got 24 hours, or they give them to the next man below you. I already went over the hazmat test. That's one of the first things you're gonna do when you get down. 30 questions. Can only miss 7. With hazmat though, if you pull a hazmat load, you got to call the hazmat department. They 24/7. They're another one 24/7. As soon as you get to the shipper, call them up, because they been having problems with people getting loaded and they loading it wrong. Or, you know, and when I mean wrong is as in they're having 2 materials that's not supposed to be touching, almost close to touching. Landstar don't want none of that. Having material inside a trailer that's not braced. Actually, that could be on the step deck or whatever. You know, I've seen hazmat loads on flatbed trailers too. They take that very seriously, and they will call up them and tell them, hey, this driver have this problem with this load. We got the pictures. Y'all better do something or we won't haul your freight. And it's kind of funny because I always thought that the companies that has the freight is the one that tell the company that, but no, Landstar got it where they tell them what to do and they do it. I don't know how. I don't know how much power they have with these folks, but hey, as long as they got our back. So if you call a hazmat department, when you get there to pick up your load and they okay everything, or them folks don't budge because you don't like the way how it is, or it's not right because it's not how it's supposed to be transported down the highway, they will have your back 100%. Either they're gonna do what's supposed to be done so you can transport it safely, or you might not haul it. But at the end, you call that number, they got your back. Let's see. Oh, the hazmat test is open book. That's another thing, open book. I know I said that they highlight the question and all that, but I mean highlight the information. That should told you open book. For those who don't know, yes, it's open book. Hazmat test is open book. It's easy. It's fairly easy. Just forget everything you learned about DMV, because what they got in that book about that you practice to get your hazmat from DMV is totally gonna be different when you get that book. That book is just a whole nother, I don't know way I can say it. It's common sense. You don't have to do all that crazy stuff you had to do at your local DMV. It's different. It's easy. You'll pass. Let's see what we got here. They got an LCAP program here. You get discounts on parts, dash cameras, tires, whatever. I haven't really like went on the site to see what all they have, what kind of discounts they got. But I heard this they pretty much get discounts on everything. Everything trucking related, they pretty much get discounts. They get discounts on it was some type of insurance that you can get, truck theft insurance, and they get a big discount on that. So keep in mind when you come over here, check out LCAP. I sure gonna check out LCAP because I love discounts. Check that out. They also got a thing called Safety Thursdays. For what I was told, every third Thursday in each month they have like this safety conference, and you just be on the phone, listen to the conference, you know, and somehow your phone number get registered and they know who it is in that conference, and it will go into a pool to where they have drawings to get a free truck. Yes, that's right, free truck. I think she told us the drawing was January and June, and they are not no cheap trucks. She said last year they gave away the Peterbilt. I don't know what kind of Peterbilt it was, but it was a brand new Peterbilt. You don't pay no taxes. It has all the lights, the bells, the whistles, blase. That's what she told me. You don't have to do it, but if you're over here and you want your free truck, that's something you can look for. Like it says, every third Thursday. It's called the Landstar Safe Truck Giveaway. That's what it's called. Landstar is big on safety. The hazmat is one thing that they big on. That sitting duck policy is another thing they big on. They do not play about that sitting duck. I'm talking about not sitting on the side of the road, not parking on the ramp to get some sleep or take a 30-minute break. They are really big on that. Not parking in front of your house with your truck and trailer. They don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. You got to put it in a spot where trucks belong, like a truck stop. She said you could park in Walmarts as long as normally where they designate trucks to park at, but you have to have permission from Walmart to park there because they don't want lawsuits against them to where somebody come around a corner or something, your truck there, and they run to the back of it, the side of it, the front of it, whatever. You know, they just there to protect themselves because it takes a lot of time and resources and money to fight for something that you didn't do. I mean, yeah, you park your truck on the side in front of your house. Yes, that's your home, that's your property. The problem is people will find a way to get as much money as they can out of a truck driver, all because he parked his rig in front of his own home. You see it every day on billboards going down the highway. In a truck accident, call 888-888-8888 or some crap like that. So that right there is just a lot of time, money, and resources wasted on trying to defend yourself for something that you know was right, but that's money you losing. So they just don't want you. If you in the truck parking spot at a truck stop, that's one thing. They won't fault if you have an accident there. That's different. But they don't want nobody sitting on the on ramps or going to sleep on the on ramps. No 30-minute breaks. Resters, ramps. They don't want you on any of that because they do have people over here that will snitch on you. If they see you, they gonna tell. They gonna tell. And I hear they pay them to, you get caught. So just giving you a warning. Now, say for example, let's say you went to the rest area and you found out, hey, I don't got no hours. All you gotta do is call I believe it's the safety department or the compliance department. And what they would do would let you PC to the nearest safe haven where you can park. Now that don't mean drive 100 miles to get to where you got to go, but they will, as long as you call them and they put notations down in that computer or on your logs, then you should be okay. They will give you the go ahead to continue to travel, put you on PC with the load so you get somewhere safe to park at. But they don't want you on the streets or nothing like that. Now if you got a big old yard, as long as you 14 feet away from the street, you good. They will allow you to park your rig at your house, but it got to be in the driveway and 14 feet away from the street. That's the rule. So that would be that. If you want passengers, the minimum age is 18. Now after 1 year of safe driving, you can bring somebody younger than that in the truck with you. First, the reason why they're doing it like this because you're brand new. They want to see you driving. They want to see your record. Make sure you're not speeding and all that. Whatever will make them doubt or think that you could be unsafe at certain times. They will they won't let you have a manners, but if they see that you're doing well, you're following by the rules, then yeah, they'll let you have manners after a year. So you just got a year, and then you can say, hey, I want to add my son, cousin, nephew, whatever. And I'm quite sure they'll give you the go ahead to bring your passengers. Got to let them know so they can put them on the insurance. I think it's a few documents they gotta have, like I want to say like a picture ID or something like that. And you're good to go. Over here at Landstar, you get 2 hours of PC. That's it, 2 hours. 2 hours a day. And don't take advantage of it now, because they have had people to go over those 2 hours repeatedly, and they took it away from them. They take it away from you for 6 months. So no PC for 6 months if they see you abusing it. Just want to let you know that. Over here at Landstar, you got to do a 120-day inspection every 4 months. Now, we were told in class you could do a mid-trip inspection. This is because a lot of people get jammed up. A lot of people get jammed up on this. They will have a load, supposed to get a DOT inspection, and it's close to that inspection time to do it every 4 months. And they'll be on the load. They go in, try to get it done with the load, and they failed the inspection. So what they would do is they will hold you hostage, like literally keep your truck and trailer in that shop until you pay the bill to get it fixed. Now remember, when they do that DOT inspection, depending on how severe the problem was, depending on how they got to go and get parts, probably take a day or two to get the parts or whatever, that's time you losing. And if you had to load and you're supposed to get out there the next day, well, now you're behind schedule. And they will put you down for a service failure. And a service failure is not what you want. So the best thing to do is either get it done when you're not on the load, or you could be like, hey, let me get a mid-trip inspection. A mid-trip inspection is not going to get you held hostage because they're not looking at everything. In a sense, you get a mid-trip inspection and they found some defects. They can't hold you because it's mid-trip. It's not a DOT inspection that's which they would use to hold you hostage. Trying to find a word for it, but it been a long day. So just keep that in mind. Just don't have a load when you're trying to do a DOT inspection, because you might have to wait on those parts. The parts might take 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 days, and you'll have service failure against you, because you're supposed to deliver that load the next day, and you sitting there for a whole day already, and you still got 500 miles to go before you can deliver the load. So just be careful on that. Well, that's some of the information I have for you today. I'll get more information tomorrow. Tomorrow's my second day of orientation, which will be the last day. I had to install I installed my E-log, so we good on that. I ran the test, everything was good. So remember, if you have Omnitrax before, it has the 20-pin plug. It's plug and play for that Omnitrax IVG. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you got Keep Trucking or ELD solution, I don't know nothing about those. All I know is you can have it on your phones, but your phone has to be mounted to the dash some kind of way. And you can't be, I think she said you cannot be on your phone when you're doing it. So if DOT catch you, then you already know what that is. So, but other than that, everyone take care. I will try to put up another video tomorrow. Sorry, this one is going to be getting put up late. But yeah, it was just one of those days. Taking all the stuff to my truck, it was just one of them days. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take me a nice hot shower, look at a teeny bit of TV, and then I'm going to sleep. So I guess I'm gonna try my best to post another video tomorrow. Everyone take care, keep the wheels on the ground, and I'll catch you later.